Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques.
Hulk.
What's up, folks? Good afternoon, good evening to wherever you are. What's up, folks? What's going on? It's a lot going on, Jacques. Quarterback, trades. Hey, man, the Titans are in the news right now. Tough, man. So we got a lot to talk about today. We'll talk about the Falcons. We're gonna open up the live chopper up pretty early.
Yep, it's gonna be hella early. Let's see, man. Pig was in here early, man. What up, Pig?
What up?
How you doing? We got computers running slow. Team leader, what's up, brother?
Team leader.
We got Chris in the building, Chris Martin L. We got AZ Mick, Tremaine in the building.
What up, Tremaine? What's good?
Tremaine?
Titan Fox. Hey, Titan Fox, we saw you on the Titans of Truth show earlier. What's up with you, bro?
Yes, sir. Amid, what's good, brother? Hey,
good luck
on your exam, bro. Man. Good luck.
Yeah, hey, if we're too loud, hey, you can, like, when the show's over, you can go back and watch us, man. I don't want to interrupt you, but we appreciate the support, though.
Absolutely. Rodney, what's going on?
Rodney G in the building. What's up? Rodney G said, hey, man, don't eat the mayonnaise with the drink the mayonnaise with the coffee, man. Hey, Rodney, hey, anything for a win, dude. Anything for a win, man.
Bryce, what up, Bryce?
What up, Bryce?
Yeah, what up? Never been more excited to watch a 2-14.
Yeah, man.
This is
fun. Yeah.
I'll tell you that. Yeah, Montoya.
What's up? What's popping?
Ravens.
What's up?
Ravens 76. Salute. Tuning in from work. We won't dare here in Baltimore. Watch
I'm gonna get to log on off, dude. On that comment right there, Ravens 76.
What up, Kobe? Keisha.
What up, Kobe?
What is up?
What's up, Keisha? What's going on? What's happening?
Yeah,
man. Yeah. So, well, cool, folks. Well, we want to again say thank you all for joining the show. We got 28 people, top 5 pick. Let's go. Okay, all right. We got mix everything. So, as you all know, too, man, again, the Tennessee Titans do face the Atlanta Falcons. It is a home game for the Titans. The Titans are coming from a bye week. So, we got Atlanta coming to town. Looking at that right now with the Titans playing the Falcons. The Falcons did play the Tampa Bay Bucks last week. They beat the Tampa Bay Bucks in a really ugly game, 16-13. The Falcons are 4-3, and what's so crazy that the Falcons lead the NFC South in a very bad division, just like we have the worst division, but I think the NFC South is right next to us. It's back and forth between the two. But Atlanta right now is the number 1 seed. If the playoffs started today, they'd be the 4th seed in the NFC. So, Jacques, I haven't checked the line to see who is the favorite. So, looking at the Atlanta Falcons game, give us 2 reasons how we can beat the Atlanta Falcons.
Man, 2 reasons. Okay. Well, there's just a lot of uncertainty going into this game. But one reason is I'm gonna do a combination. Will Levis and Todd Downing. Will Levis and Tim Kelly. Okay. It's a tall task to ask for Will Levis to go out there and run a miracle behind a slow offensive line and no receiving core. But if Tim Kelly can draw up something for Will Levis where you get the ball out of his hands quick, you get the run game going, which I really think he should run through the run game. But help the rookie out, right? Let him do what he do. Make it easy for him. Don't make it hard for him. I went and looked at that Bears game, and that rookie that started for them, that undrafted free agent, shout out to the OC because he made it easier for him and he made him comfortable, right? And everybody else did their job too. Deontay Foreman ran pretty well. It's the same concept. We need to make him feel comfortable early by not putting all the pressure on him right away, but getting the King involved early and say, hey, King, this is really on you, bro. Go ahead. This is on you. You're going to take care of this young man. You're still our face of our franchise for now until you get traded. But we need you to go out there and run. And then when I say Will put it in his hands, hit him with the play action and try to do what he do. That's one way. The other way is on defense. I know we don't have Byard, but when it comes to Atlanta Falcons, they like to run the ball. Stop the run. Put the ball in Desmond Ritter's hands because Desmond Ritter likes to turn the ball over. This joker is a fumbling machine. This joker can fumble a loaf of bread, some eggs, some toast, He'll fumble his baby if he could, not the baby, but he can fumble anything. Like I watched the game on purpose on Sunday when they played the Bucs. They were in the red zone, and this joker cost them points. He fumbled the ball. Fumbled the ball when he was running. I said, this joker's either hands are too small, he's too weak. I don't know what's wrong with this joker. If the defense can cause turnovers by just on Desmond Ridder, we have a chance to win this game. That's my 2 reasons. What about you, Hawk?
Jacques, facts, no paper. So what I look at with the Falcons, how we can beat the Falcons. Now, thank you for those that put the 2.5 point with the 2.5 point underdog, which is really good. But let me tell you why that's the fact. That actually ties into why I think we could beat the Falcons. They don't score points, man. Yeah. Atlanta doesn't score any points. Mm-hmm. Atlanta is 29th in the league in scoring. They only average 16 points a game. Y'all hear what I said? 16 points. Now, we're not far off. We only average 17 points a game. So we're right next to them. But last I checked in math, 17 is more than 16. And Atlanta has all their players out there. You know what I mean? Now, I know last week, Bijan Robinson, I don't know if he was not feeling well. You know, the NFL is investigating that as well. That's the big part of their offense is Bijan Robinson. But, you know, we got 39 people in the chat. Appreciate it. Y'all hit that like button. But I think Atlanta struggles because you said, you know, Dennis Ridder fumbles the ball a lot and they turn the ball over. I mean, that's been kind of their MO all season. You know, Arthur Smith, the former offensive coordinator for the Titans, is the Atlanta Falcons offensive coordinator. He's getting so much smoke in Atlanta. It's unreal because they can't score. It's like we bring in a young offensive guy and we can't score points. We got Kyle Pitts out there. We got Bijan Robinson out there. We got Cordarrelle Patterson out there. We got Drake London out there. They just traded for Van Jefferson. They got a really good offensive line group, too. Their line group is pretty good. Mm-hmm. So you would think they would generate more points. Then you got Jonnu Smith out there, the former Titan, right? And Jonnu has done a really good job. You know what I'm saying? So they have a struggle. They even got Michael Pruitt, too. They have a struggle scoring football. Mm-hmm. They have red zone issues. They have red zone issues just like we do. So I think if more than anything, hopefully we can just score more points. All we need to score is 18 points. That's hard for us to do, but we can do that hopefully. Now, on the other end, on their defense, boy, Atlanta's defense is no joke. But, you know, one thing I would say, too, is, you know, Atlanta hasn't faced a really good running back. Now, I'm hoping the King will be there. I think that'll be a situation with him and Tajay Spears. But I don't think they've been tested on the run based on the running backs that they faced. Even last week, Tampa Bay, their running backs, it's just a bunch of dudes out there. Run the football. You're not going to be able to pass against them. Run the ball. Malik Willis is the starting quarterback or Will Levis. Run the football. I don't give a damn who's at quarterback. Run the ball. Use that as your primary resource of offense. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you get a chance to win.
Yep, I agree. Yep. I agree. Before we get into these questions, we're going to get to the next segment. Hawk, give us 2 reasons why we can lose the game.
Very easy. So let's look at these stats, Jacques. Folks, you might not understand how scary the defense is for the Atlanta Falcons. Mm-hmm. They're number 3 in overall defense. Y'all hear what I said? Number 3. Okay. Number 8 in rush defense. Number 7 in pass defense. Okay. Atlanta got some stars on defense. You got Calais Campbell out there. You got even Bud Dupree's out there starting. Mm-hmm. You got Jesse Bates out there, who's playing the best safety play right now in the league, in my opinion, is Jesse Bates. You got Grady Jarrett, one of the best he plays nose tackle defensive end. He's one of the best D linemen in the league out there. Mm-hmm. AJ Terrell is one of the best corners in the league out there. Yep. Boy, they got a defense. And your boy that you wanted us to draft, Richie Grant. Remember Richie Grant that you wanted us to draft?
Richie Grant.
About 2 years ago. Yeah, you had us in the mock. You had him in the mock draft. Richie Grant went to UCF.
He did. Richie Grant.
Richie Grant's out there balling. He had an interception last week. Yep, they got ball hawks, folks. They got ball hawks out there. Don't throw too much. Okay, we can lose by turnovers. Okay, look again. Look at their defense. Okay, look at our offense. We're 25th in the league in scoring and 28th in the league. We only generate 283 yards a game. Okay. Secondly, I think that Atlanta is still waiting for that breakthrough to come through, man. Mm-hmm. You guys see this guy right here, Arthur Smith. He knows about the Titans defense. He knows about the Titans. You don't think he's going to scheme around who we have? Oh, yeah, he's going to be licking his chops ready to go, man. So I think those are the reasons how they could beat the Tennessee Titans. What about you, Jacques?
Facts, no paper. Everything you said is facts, freaking no paper. And I'm going to start that too. Hold on. We got a super chat from Stanley.
Okay. Yes, sir.
So Stanley, he says, my boys, hey, Jock, I'm a die-hard Vols fan since before Casey Clausen. You've been a Vols fan and Peerless Price and all them. But since we all live in SEC country and have seen Levis get torched by Tennessee, how do you think we will do under NFL pressure? Now, we're going to hold this question, Stanley, but we're going to give you the boom. But this is a first. We're going to get to the top of early.
No question. That's right. That's the first question, Stanley. For sure. We running that one. All right. Stanley Wilson. Boom. Stanley Wilson in the building early. We appreciate it as always, Stanley, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
So I'm going to say this. As you iterated defense, when I watched them play Tampa on offense, Tampa gave them that game on defense to the point where they were making mistakes and they were shooting themselves in the foot. This was Atlanta. Atlanta was shooting themselves in the foot because of Ritter. It was on Desmond Ritter. So Arthur Smith said, all right, cool, Desmond, going to take the ball out your hands. Cordell Patterson was going off. I've got the other running back. He was going off. They were just taking – they reminded me of the Titans back into early 2019 when we were taking advantage of different things. When Arthur Smith was our offensive coordinator, I said, if Desmond just stopped fumbling, they could have beat Tampa even more better than what they beat them, right? But defensively, they are no joke. I underestimated Atlanta until I sit there and I watched that game. I said, man, they secondary is no joke. No joke. I'm sitting back. I said, I can't believe this. I said, what do they got over here? Defensive line, no joke. I'm like, Arthur Smith, what, bro? I have faith in you, bro, but go ahead. Somebody else said it too. And before I continue, we got another super chat, $4.99 from Sports Tackler. Did you guys see Mike Vrabel's press conference on Will Levis starting? How stubborn can this guy be? We're going to get to that. We're going to get to these questions. This is why that's why we flying through this.
Absolutely. That's question 2. Yep. Yes, sir. Hey, Sportacular. Hey, bro. Hey, we do appreciate it. Sportacular. Do-do-do-do. Boom. Sportacular in the building early. Appreciate it, Sportacular.
Yes, sir. So, again, this defense is no joke. And I thought I wasn't going to say that, but they're the number 3 defense in the league. And I see why. And I think they haven't allowed a 100-yard rusher or something crazy to that standpoint. There's another stat that they didn't do. And I said, okay, Arthur Smith has this team prepared. And it shows. It shows specifically defensively. Somebody said in the chat, anytime we play former Titans, we make them jokers look like Hall of Famers. Bud Dupree's gonna have a big game. Oh no, let me not say that. We're gonna say that to the next. We're gonna say that to the next segment. But their defense is no joke. Okay, so you're asking whoever's starting at quarterback, if it's Will Levis, you're trying to say, hey, your first career start is going to be against the Atlanta Falcons. Okay, easy, coach, easy. That ain't easy. That secondary, they got Jesse Bates, and you know how Jesse Bates plagued us when he was with the Bengals. Jesse Bates plagued us when he was with Jeff Okuda. He's AJ Terrell. What type of secondary is this? Richie Grant. Bro. They got speed. And like you said, only hope they got is to tackle the key. But the speed element is there. I don't see how our receivers going to get open. They already can't get open. How are they going to be able to get open against this secondary? So that's for me, Hawk. I'm going to strictly stick with the defense, man. The defensive line, man, if we don't get our stuff together. And they had a turnover in the last game.
Yep.
I forgot who picked it up, but somebody had a turnover. So that's for me, man. I was wrong. We were wrong when our schedule show. We were all the way wrong. I was wrong. The fans were wrong. Yeah. I know I had a W on the Falcons. I was like, oh, we got them. I was wrong.
And it's a home game, too. Yeah, that's right.
But we do good at home.
Yep, that's right. That's right. So, Titan Fox, this is a Javon Curse jersey, the newer version of the Titans jersey, but Javon, it's a throwback new jersey, yes. So, on that same topic, Jacques, speaking of the Falcons, what's one player we need to be watching out for, man, for the Falcons?
Man, they got so many weapons. And I don't think people realize how much weapons they got. I'm going to get one on offense and defense. Offense, I'm going to say Bijan Robinson, right? Even though we don't allow a lot of running backs to go off. We did when we played the Colts. We let what's his name go off, right?
Yep.
Now Byard is no longer in the backfield. Now I know you do have those new safeties that we picked up in Edmonds, and I think the other guy that we just picked up from the Cardinals. Not Gibson. Is it Gibson?
No, it's I keep going out, find it.
Yeah. We picked up, which they're more in the box safeties to stop the run. But when it comes to the pass, that's something Bijan Robinson is very good at. He's an overall running back. He kind of reminds you of Tajay Spears, but a way better version, right?
Kayvon Wallace.
Yes. Mm-hmm. He can run and he can catch, and he's shifty. So that's another thing. So now we ain't got Byard back there, who is very smart to kind of combat that, right? And then I'm going to go on the defensive side of the ball. I'm going to actually give it to the entire defensive line of Atlanta Falcons. I feel like they're going to have a field day. Okay, I feel like Bud Dupree gonna get him like 2. Calais Campbell gonna get him his 105 sack. They're gonna eat. That's for me. What about you, Hawk?
I think this might be a game that Kyle Pitts might do something. Woo. Kyle Pitts has struggled most of his career. It ain't because he's terrible. He's incredible when you talk about ability. They're just not giving him the football. And Atlanta Falcon fans really have a real bone to pick, and it's right, because they're not giving him the football. And, the last 2 or 3 games, they've been really trying to throw him the ball, and he's second on the team in targets. So to let you know, they are trying, right? And Jonnu's been more successful, but Kyle Pitts is their number 1 tight end. Watch out for Pitts. If you all don't know about who he is, he's number 8. He was like the 3rd or 4th pick in the draft. Watch Kyle Pitts. On defense is Jesse Bates, man. You got a rookie quarterback out there. Hey, not only can Jesse Bates get interceptions, he has 3 interceptions already this year, 3. And he leads them in tackles. So he does it all. Jesse Bates got paid for a reason, and he's in Atlanta doing the dirty bird. So we don't want to see them doing the dirty bird on us in Nashville. So those are the 2 guys for me, man.
Yep. You spot on with that, Hawk. But they probably will, right? So from a Titans perspective, give us a player, whatever that you think is going to have a big game for the Titans. And I know you're going to have to reach in your bag, but go ahead.
Man, tell me about it, man. Tell me about it.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, the DBs of Atlanta I'm looking for them to shut down our receivers. Mm-hmm. I think our receiver options is going to be pretty bad. And I think, again, the only way for us to win this ball game, we have to run the ball. So I'm going to say Derrick Henry. I'm going to say the King if he's here. I'm going to say the King. If any reason he's traded, I'm going to say Tajay Spears. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's our lead back, it should have the best game for us on the Titans. Look for Derrick Henry to do something on offense. And I think on defense, look for, I would say, man, Al Shahir, the linebacker, Dennis Ritter does turn the ball over a lot. He fumbles the ball a lot. Mm-hmm. He does a really good job on quarterbacks and keeping an eye on them. So those are my 2. So what about you, Jacques?
So I'm gonna stick with the run game, bro. I'm right with you. I think either Derrick or Tajay is gonna have to just have a breakout game, and I think they will. They'll do they're serviceable. They're gonna do their part. They're gonna do their job. From the defensive perspective, I'm going Sean Murphy-Bunting because he knows the Falcons. I feel like whoever he's guarding, he's been doing pretty well. So I think whoever he's guarding on that end probably be Drake London, and I think he'll do serviceable. So that's for me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. All right. We got Titan Anderson in the building. What up, TA?
What up, bro?
What's good with you, brother? What's happening? All right, y'all. Well, hey, enough about the Falcons.
Yes, sir.
I don't think we're gonna win. By the way, I don't know if that's how you feel, Jacques.
I don't either. I hate
to say that, man. Their defense is too good.
Yeah, I don't have no faith. I'm sorry.
Yep. So, all right. So let's get to the meat and potatoes of everything, man. So let's get to the chop up. I'm not going to get the intro going, bro. All right. Welcome to the live chop up, y'all. We want to give you an opportunity to sit at the dinner table. We want to give you all an opportunity there. We got 54 people out there right now to get an opportunity to ask us questions, man. We're going to answer them. We do understand and know the quarterback situation is heavy. The trades is heavy. Hey, we're all here for it, man. We're here. Yep. We're here for it. So let's get to it, man.
Shout out to Donzel86. He says, y'all scout players better than the franchise scouts. Now, before we get into questions, it is remarkable how me and Hawk have done our homework on a lot of these players from the last 4 years. What, the last 4 or 5 years, Hawk, right?
Yeah. Yep.
If y'all new to the show, go back to our archive videos, watch our draft show, and you will see each draft show. Me and Hawk have picked 2 to 3 players that are right now in the NFL either producing, exceeding, or they're gonna be future Hall of Famers. Only thing the Titans got to do is just listen to us.
That's right. That's right.
That's all they got to do is just listen to us.
Facts.
Just listen to us.
That's right.
Just listen to us. I mean, I'm serious.
Yep. And Jacques, to your point, the players that we have said to draft were available. See, that's the difference, too, right? They were available. So if we were picking 25, we say, yeah, pick Caleb Williams. Well, he's not going to be there at 25, right? The players we said they should draft 9 times out of 10, they were available. Yep.
And we do homework. Like we do, say if like the playoffs was done, we were doing our homework right after the playoffs were done, just on who we should draft. Hawk got his stuff, I got my stuff. We just do extensive homework. So yeah.
Yep.
I want to get to the first question from Stanley.
All right.
Again, I'm going to read this again. He says, my boys. Hey, Jock. I'm a diehard Vols fan since before Casey Clausen. Now, that takes me back to Peerless Price, Peyton Manning, T. Martin, Travis Henry, all the good old greats, right?
Yep.
But since we all live in SEC country, which we do, and has seen Levis get torched by Tennessee, how do you think he'll do under NFL pressure? Okay. So I did extensive film study on Will Levis as well, right? I went back and I watched 2 sets of film. We know he was with Penn State at first. He couldn't beat out that quarterback, so he decided to transfer to Kentucky, right? He used to run all the time, and then he started learning how to throw or whatnot. His best season was 2001 when he had an offensive coordinator, and he had an offensive line, and he had a team around him, right? Now, when I look at Will Levis, I see somebody that has a nice arm. He's the prototypical quarterback. I think he's about 6'2", 2 something, 240, whatever. Nice size, nice arm. He's
actually 6'4".
Okay, my bad. I gave him 2 inches off, 6'4". Things he need to work on: pocket presence, right? And decision making. Okay. Now, again, Stanley has said we live in SEC country. We by default watch these games because this is what it is. We SEC. As a matter of fact, SEC's country is bigger than the NFL in SEC country. It's crazy. You don't lose to Vanderbilt. You don't lose to UT. Who else did he lose to, Hawk? I think he lost to Ole Miss. This was last year, right?
Yep.
And I'm looking, and I'm like, well, the team was trash around him. The team was horrible. So you're asking him to be Caleb Williams. You're asking him to elevate and say, hey, I need to carry this team on my back. He tried, but he didn't have a team around him. The thing about Will Levis is you have to put a team around him to be successful. He's not a Hall of Famer quarterback like Patrick Mahomes, who you can plug and play and pop out there and do what you do. I know everybody's optimistic. Everybody's excited. My expectations are so low because I know he's a rookie. 1, I'm going to be patient with him. 2, we don't have the receiving core here and with the Titans that can really just break it open and provide that number 1 receiver for him. Because when he had the number 1 receiver, he would throw it to him. I actually wish Rob Roberson would play, and I wish they would elevate him off the practice squad because in training camp, that was Will Levis's number 1 target. You get that man some help. The thing is, this coaching staff, and I'm always going to go back to leadership, are stubborn and stupid, okay? Tim Kelly, I like him, but I don't like him. You don't get in the red zone 5 times and you can't score no damn touchdown. So you're saying you can't protect Tannehill. How can I expect you to protect Will Levis too, right? That's my problem. Another thing, Vrabel, hey, you need to go out and get you a competent offensive coordinator that can maximize this young man's talent. Because if you're going to be here 2 years and you're going to say, Will Levis, hey, you need to elevate this team, it's not fair to him because you're not bringing nobody in to elevate him. Build around him. Rand Carthon, you need to be on the phone now. If this is my quarterback, I'm trading a receiver for him. I'm getting you some help, Will. I'm not going to leave you out there to hang out to dry like you did Tannehill and Malik. I'm not going to do you like that. You're going to ruin this young man's career. The Titans are known for doing that. So, to answer your question, if we don't get the young man some help, he's going to be a lame duck and he's going to ruin his career. What about you, Hawk?
Facts, no paper, man. Facts, no paper. Hey, Stanley, appreciate the question, bro. Hey, appreciate the super chat for sure, man. So I've seen my share of Will Levis in college. Matter of fact, one of his receivers he had last year actually played high school ball with my son. And his one receiver was Wan'Dale Robinson the year before they played for the Giants. And last year, the receiver who's going to be in the NFL next year is from Nashville. He's out there again. This is his junior season. So I got a chance to really watch Will Levis in college. And, me and my son my oldest son talked about this on the fact that, yeah, the Kentucky Wildcats had a really bad football team last year. They didn't have a good line. I mean, he was getting sacked a lot. Receivers were not really good. It was not a good football team. They wasn't. And, and so looking at Will Levis overall, he has intangibles, of course. He's 6'4". He has a strong arm. He has those things, right? And in 2021, he did have a better season. Yes. The thing that concerns me about Will Levis is this, okay? At times, he will throw interceptions, okay? In the last 2 years, he had 23 interceptions, okay? 23. And Will Levis, he has a good quarterback rating. What I mean, he's pretty efficient with completion percentage and those things. He don't throw a lot of incomplete passes. But what I will say is he doesn't throw for a lot of yards. He's not a yard thrower, okay? He's not going to give you 400 or 500 yards in games or 350 even. Like, that wasn't his forte at Kentucky, okay? Now, even in Penn State, he played a bit as a sophomore in Penn State. He didn't play as many games as he did in Kentucky. But even then, too, he didn't throw for a lot of yards. So, he's a decent deep ball thrower. He's decent, but he will throw interceptions. At times, he will make dumb throws.
In the wrong time.
Right. He does do that. So that's something he's going to have to work through. But, I think the advantage he has, again, he played in heavy competition. He has size. He has strength. He runs the ball. He kind of runs like Josh Allen. Will Levis is not scared to run the ball, ladies and gentlemen. He will run the ball, and he will try to run you over. Like, he's not trying to sidestep or slide. He's trying to run. Like, he's up here. He has a lot of confidence in himself. That's what I like about Will Levis. You know what I mean? So I would just expect him. I would expect him to struggle early. I wouldn't expect fans to think all of a sudden he's about to just be a superstar quarterback right off rip. It's going to take time, as it would be for most quarterbacks, right? So give them that time. But I think over a period of time, you'll know either if he does play good or not. You'll know, like, okay, we got something or we don't. If we don't, let's move on. If not, keep him for 2 years and build from there and see what happens. So, yeah.
You better move on fast if that's the case, because he's 25. So he got some age on him. So,
and I think that plays into our favor with him being a little bit older.
I hope. I hope with the maturity. We can say that about Brandon Weeden. Brandon Weeden came in the league when he was like 29, and that didn't turn out pretty well. I mean, maturity as a human being, yes. Football, just all depends, man. It all depends. I want to get to Sports-tacular question. He said, and there was another question I want to hold on. Did you guys see Mike Vrabel's press conference on Will Levis starting? How stubborn can this guy be? Hawk, did you see the press conference?
I did. So, Sports-tacular. Let me tell you something about that. Let me tell you why I somewhat disagree on as far as him being stubborn, okay? I think it was a playoff to not allow Atlanta to know who's going to start at quarterback. Does that make sense? Now, has Mike Vrabel been stubborn in things or whatever? Even his comment that he had in New England with his retirement thing, the things he was saying, he was like, well, what we have here in New England, everyone doesn't have what we have here. Now, I'm not saying that he was taking a shot at the Titans, but that wasn't smart to say, Vrabel. That wasn't smart because people can perceive that like you're taking a shot at the team. I think it was a stupid comment, to be honest. I think it was real stupid, actually. But to your question, Sportacular, I think he's just trying to – I think he knows who his quarterback is going to be. Will Levis today in practice took 90% of the snaps with the first team. Will Levis is starting at quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. He's just trying to fade off to the Falcons. That's all. So, TA, you're right. Hit that like button, man. Jacques, what about you, bro?
Mike Vrabel's stubborn. He's stubborn. Again, he'll start as quarterback, but it's his way or the highway. That's just what it is. It's Mike Vrabel's way or it's nobody else's way. And it's going to get you in trouble. He gets that from Bill Belichick because it's the same thing with the Patriots. It's Bill Belichick or nobody, right?
Yep.
So Rand Carthon probably or Amy probably got in his ear, hey, you need to start Will. Now, he wants to win, so I think also he wants to utilize everything possible. But I feel like he's going to start Will Levis, which this is a hell of a game to start him. And if he makes mistakes, then he's probably going to switch out Malik. Malik get in the game, right? Or Malik start messing up. Will, you get in the game. He's trying to fire as much ammo and shots as he can to get this thing. But he's stubborn. Mike Vrabel's a stubborn dude, man. It's just in his nature. It is what it is, right? He goes back and forth with the media. He's not transparent. He's going to keep as much as he can in. That's Vrabel. I've gotten so used to it now. It's like anything he say, I take just with a grain of salt and be like, whatever, Vrabel. I'll see when the game starts. We'll see how you go. It just is what it is. Again, his leash is starting to get a little short with me. Shout out to Titans and Truth. I know it's been short with him. Titans and Truth is about ready for that joker to be gone. But yeah. So All right, man. Y'all coming in with the questions like crazy. So let me do this. All right. In reality, I feel like we don't have very many glowing examples of Vrabel developing young talent players. I'm trying not to be pessimistic, but is he the guy? So I'm guessing you're asking, is Mike Vrabel the guy? Now, these are great questions because it's something, Hawk, that we're going to have to start asking, right?
Yeah.
Is he the guy? I mean, I think you said it. The Will Levis project is really going to tell us if he's the guy.
Facts.
You got a fresh start, bro. You cannot, at this point, you can't. I feel like they're trying to fade out all of John Robinson's trash and put everything in Vrabel's hands and say, hey, Vrabel, this is on you. Let's see how you do.
Yep.
Do you think he's the guy, Hawk? It's a great question.
The guy is in like I don't really know yet. You know, it's right. We thought that, but you know, when you lose a lot of games, you start questioning it, of course, right? So I think the key right now is if you're going to get rid and trade of players, do that. If that's what you want to do, start over, get some new players in, work with Rand, get some players in. Then we should be able to answer the question if we see the team building. You know what I mean? And you know, we'll go from there. Yep.
So Cameron coming in through with a question. He says, I got a question. Are y'all taking a premier quarterback and a receiver later? Or if we're in the top 5, Marvin Harrison there, you're taking him in a heartbeat to pair with Levis. What do you think, Hawk?
Marvin Harrison won't be at 5. So I think that eliminates that question. Marvin Harrison will not go past 3. He's not. He's too good. He's unbelievable. I said that Jacques, I told you, I saw one game of him last year. The first game, I said, he's a top pick in the draft easily. I said, he's unreal. I don't see even Caleb Williams. They're not going 5. In order to get Caleb Williams or Marvin Harrison, we got to be number 1, 2, or 3, 1 or 2, probably, right? So I got a question. Are you taking a premier quarterback and receiver later? We don't know. It depends on what Will Levis does. You know what I mean? Or, you know, if we see an opportunity, based on what we're drafting, there will be some quarterbacks available. You know, there will be some, not Caleb Williams, but there'll be quarterbacks available.
See, that's the problem. I think you can't judge. See, this is where we get into this territory again, like we did Malik. We judged them too early. Will Levis get to messing up. We're gonna judge them too early, right? I would rather build around a quarterback. And like I look at the Jets. I'm gonna use the Jets for example. The Jets said, "Hey, we got Zach Wilson." Knowing good well Zach Wilson is trash, but you know what they did for him? They built around him, and they said, "You know what? The easy piece to replace him with is somebody that we can kind of go out and get in free agency like they did Aaron Rodgers." If Aaron Rodgers was healthy, this team is an automatic. To me, they're gonna punch their ticket in the AFC Championship. They got the defense that's cold, and they just missing a quarterback. It's just like the Bucs too. Bucs are missing a quarterback. So I think you need to start building this team up. The whole team, it just needs to be just built up, man. I can't just focus on the quarterback position. I can. We need offensive linemen. We need a safety now. We need a DB. We need some skill players. We need speed. We need a little bit of everything to kind of put this thing in the perspective, man. It's crazy.
We got a super chat out there.
We do. Let me see. I'm telling you, bro. They coming in with the questions. Hold on. I'm finding it. There we go. G Rivers, my guy. G, what up, G? With the
that's your Eagle homeboy, right?
That's my partner, man.
Yes, sir. What's up, G Rivers?
Fly Eagles fly, huh? He been texting me all week. He been fly Eagles fly. I appreciate you showing the love to the show for the $1.99 super chat. Thank you, G.
Yes, sir. G Rivers. Do.
Boom.
G Rivers in the building for the Tennessee Eagles.
Hey, G.
We're the farm team to the Eagles,
man.
Hey,
G, you owe me a drink when you get into town, bro, because we keep farming you, our player. So you owe me like, what, 3 or 4 drinks, dog, like for real. AJ Brown, Byard, Cunningham's over there. Who else over there? Mariota's over there. All of them over there. So let's see here. Yep, we did see the press conference. Did you see he got mad? Like Vrabel was hot.
Yeah, he did. He got mad. He's frustrated. Them losses are really weighing on him, bro. Them losses, like what he really wants to say is, man, look, man, I ain't put this team together, dog. It's J-Rob, man. That's on him, bro. That's what he want to say, but he can't say that because then they could be like, well, when you in the room with this Joker, but that's what he want to say. That's what he wants.
Max, the board, what up, bro? He says, are there any good old linemen in free agency? Yes, there will be. The free agency list is out there. I don't know if they'll walk. I don't know if they'll let them walk. If you do, we got the money to pay them. We need to be paying them. We need to be on the phone with them now, like talking to their agents. Like we need to build up this team, man. Like for real. Keisha,
man, Howie Roseman's in here, bro. You know, I'm sure that's a troll. Get out of here, Howie. Look at this, bro. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, man. We're sick of the Eagles. My bad, y'all. Go ahead, bro. I had to get him.
I gotta find Keisha's comment. Hold on, man. Keisha. Let me find you, Keisha. Oh, yeah, go Keisha. She said, "What do we think about the new Cardinal safety that we got off of waivers? He's a good in the box safety. He was actually productive for the Cardinals. I don't know why the Cardinals let him go. It's kind of strange. I don't know, man. It's kind of strange. What you think about him, Hulk?
Yeah, well, he's one thing I like about Kayvon Wallace is he's got good size, about 6'1", you know what I'm saying? And even Edmonds as well. You know, Edmonds was a first-round pick at safety. He was a first-round pick.
Yep.
So with Kayvon Wallace, I hadn't heard many reasons as to why, the Cardinals let him go. He was on waivers. I think the Cardinals are doing a fire sale very similar to what we're doing, and I think that was a part of it because I think Kayvon Wallace was his last year in his contract is this year too. So I think that's all that is. They're just trying to get rid of players. He played with the Eagles for a while too. You know what I mean? So so I don't know, man. He's got good size, he's got good ability. He's in the box safety. Both of them are in the box safety. They're not coverage safeties. Edmonds is not a coverage safety at all. At all. He comes down. He's totally different than Byard. Kayvon Wallace is different than Byard too. Two totally different safeties, man.
G Rivers, he says, test 2, clean house, start fresh. Baby can go back at honky.
Hey, man, we'll get this shit right at some point, man. You damn right, G Rivers, man. You right. G Rivers. Boom. G Rivers in the building once again, ladies and gentlemen. Appreciate it, G Rivers.
Yes, sir. As an Eagles minor league team, hold on. Hey, Sin City, you funny. As an Eagles minor league team, do we get rings when they win Super Bowls? I wish, because we farming them. We are
farming them, man. We
getting them right.
Man.
We getting them right.
Yeah, we are. We are, man.
Hold on. Let's see. Cameron, he said, "What do y'all think about Rome Oddzone from Washington? Is that the quarterback? That's not him, is it?
No. That's Penix is the quarterback. Rome Oddzone. I've seen the name. I've not done a lot of research on him, so I can't. I'm not going to answer. I don't really know much about him.
Yeah, I'm with you. I still got to do some research on him too. But thank you for that because I'm gonna jot that down.
He's the receiver. I know that. For Penix, you know what I'm saying? He's a big old dude too. So we'll check more. I think his name is Oduzne or something like that.
Oduzne. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna check him out. I'm gonna definitely check him out. Do you actually believe Williams is worth the hype? I guess you're talking about Caleb Williams. He has talent. He is very talented. And he's one of those talents that you can kind of plug and play. And the style of him is how he is. I'm not saying he's Patrick Mahomes, but he has the style of Patrick Mahomes, right? He can do Mahomes things, and that's what you need, a quarterback that can kind of come in right away and just do something. That's the thing. And I believe if Will was able to do that, they would have already started him. But there's a reason why they haven't thrown him out there yet. And I think we're going to find out. And we'll find out. We'll find out what we got. Let me see.
So let me tell you my concerns with Caleb Williams. I somewhat don't think he's worth the hype. Okay. I know that's crazy what I'm saying.
No, it's not crazy. No, not at all.
Let me tell you why I feel this way. Okay, he's definitely a first-round pick. You draft him. If you're a first pick of the draft, you need a quarterback, you draft him, okay? What's the difference between, say, him and even say, I hate to compare anybody to Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is unbelievable, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's Honky Kong in the building. What's up, Honky Kong? Hey, let me give you a shout-out, bro. Or ma'am, I'm not sure. Let's see here. Honky Kong. Well, I see the profile picture, so I'm assuming. Honky Kong. Appreciate the
name is killing me, bro. I'm sorry.
What's that?
The name, Honky Kong.
Yeah, Honky Kong. I know, man. I know it is. So, all right.
Oh man. Whew.
Patrick Mahomes is 6'3" out there, and he wasn't the first pick of the draft. You know, what I'm saying no one knew he'd be like this, right? And sometimes when the hype is too much, you don't live up to it, right? Caleb Williams is he's not really tall, nor is he really big. He's like 6 foot out there. So, so It's only a few players I've ever seen live up to the hype like that, like LeBron James, and you look at Wembyana for the Spurs. You know, MJ. Guys that are, yep, you know, yeah. So, you know, I really think he's putting too much pressure on himself. You know, I know he's trying to make the money, but I don't really think he has to do all that. Just play ball. Right. You're gonna make your paper, bro. You're gonna, and he, you know, I keep hearing rumors about him not wanting to be here and do this or whatever. I don't think he can live up to the hype. I think he'd be good. The way he's talking, as if he's gonna be a All-Pro Hall of Famer. He's got work to do, man.
He better get in the right system. You're gonna go to Minnesota. Yeah. Minnesota be good for him. I think Minnesota he'll already plug and play. Aishay Bish, I think that's how you pronounce your name. He says, what team do y'all think we're going to trade Fulton to? Nobody. Fulton doesn't have any trade value, in my opinion. I think you just got to cut your losses, just let him go. Just let him go. You was the worst PFF ranking out of all corners.
Yeah. I think if it was a trade, it'd be like a 2025 4th-round pick or something like that.
I wouldn't even give him a 4th-round pick.
Yeah, I know. It'll be for next year, not 2024 or 2025.
Right.
If there was a trade.
Right. Fady says Terrence Marshall Jr. from Carolina on the trade block. Would you take him? We didn't pick him up in free agency, so no. I think you would want to go younger. We need speed. I think if you're gonna trade for something, we need speed, man.
Facts, sir. Facts.
We need speed. We don't have speed. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bitch one.
Right.
Okay.
It's your bitch one. I like that.
Yeah.
Sorry for pushing that, but
hey, shout out to Jay. You're right about Fulton's shoe shop in Nashville.
Oh, yeah, it is in Nashville. You've been
Buchanan
there.
Street. Yeah. Hey, it's nice. My daughter actually she's a musician. She performed there one time, man.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, man, absolutely dope. We've met his brother too. We've met his brother on a road game. I think New York met his brother, whatever. So yeah.
Let's see. What would Isha Bish one says, and what can we get for Henry when he gets traded? Man, you better get a 2 or a 3.
Yeah.
Just to be honest with you, if you're gonna trade him, you better get some good value, because if you trade him one to which we keep hearing Baltimore. I know a lot of people's not gonna like that. But if Baltimore gonna trade him, man, y'all better give us a 2 or 3 for him.
Yep.
Y'all better give us a 2 or 3. Like, I'm dead serious, because if not, you're gonna piss the fan. He's the face of the franchise right now.
Right.
And you ship the face of the franchise out, just get ready for. I know you still gonna watch, but
I gotta break this down for Derrick Henry.
Weekly family. While you doing that, I'm gonna pose a question and I'm gonna let you do your thing. Weekly family. If Derrick Henry gets traded to the Ravens, how much are you guys just going to continue to watch the Titans for the rest of the year? Now, go ahead with your question, Hal. Go ahead. I know you're about to break some stuff down and you're about to cook. Go ahead and cook.
Okay, so I'm going to show y'all a picture that's going to probably hurt your feelings. It hurt mine when I seen it. I said, I got to put this on the show. My gosh. Wouldn't that look ugly? Wouldn't that just – it don't even look right if that happened, right? That would just – because I can't stand the Ravens. I can't stand them. So this is what I feel – there's two sides of a coin. On one side of the coin is a fan. Folks won't understand why Derrick Henry gets traded, because it's going to happen. That's why I think it's going to happen. Folks are not going to understand that. Even when you trade them for a 2nd-round, 3rd-round pick, the fan is not going to understand what happened. All they're going to say is, man, they gave up on Derrick Henry. Man, I hate the Titans. Titans suck. Gone with him. I'm no longer a fan. F the Titans. You let go of Derrick Henry. My kids looked up to him or whatever. Cool. And I understand that without knowing the optics and the business part of it. If we get a 2nd-round pick and a 4th round or a 3rd round, we get 2 early round picks. From a business standpoint, I understand it, because Derrick Henry's not going to be here next year. He doesn't have a contract next year with us, right? He's going to probably expect us unless we extend. If we extend a contract for another year, then cool. But I don't think we're going to do that. I might be wrong. So it's a fan and a business sense in this, right? So the way to sort of help this, if you're going to trade them, you better bring back some value. If you don't, the fan base is really going to be pissed off, and it's going to be fandom and business all together, and it's going to suck as a fan base.
I agree with that. And they're trying to get younger. What I'm seeing is they're trying to get younger. Like, they're trying to build that young, because the AFC South is young. So they're trying to get and keep up with the AFC South. Bryce, he says, Jock, you get a chance to check out Kyrie Jackson. Yes, I have. You're talking about from Oregon? Put that in there. If you're talking about from Oregon, he's 6'3", 195. Yes, I have. Oh, yes, I have. Oh, I'm telling you, I'm already doing my homework. He'll either go in the 3rd or 4th round. And it depends on what he runs in his 40. But 6'3", 195 at corner? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes. You can get value at him. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely. And if we get more draft capital, oh, yeah, he'll be part of it. Now, you might have to switch him to safety because he's so doggone tall.
He's tall, yes.
I like
6'3" out there, corner.
He's 6'3". Hey, yes, I have seen him, brother. Yes, I have.
Yeah, Kyrie, he used to play at Alabama too. He transferred from Alabama to Oregon.
Yep.
So yep.
You're right, Max. We need speed. We need speed everywhere. Like I'm gonna tell you, when I noticed, I've always noticed we need speed, but when what's his name from the Colts, the running back, what's the running backs?
Zach Moss.
Yes. When he took off and he ran for that long touchdown and nobody could catch him, I knew off rip we don't have speed at all.
Yeah.
We don't have it. We don't have it.
So, real quick. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry. Keep going.
Go ahead.
So real quick. So I'm really shocked that this question has not been posed yet by anybody. I don't think it has been. I gotta ask them, and then we can get to this next chop up question. I gotta ask this question, y'all. All right. Who should start at quarterback on Sunday? I guess we might be assuming it's Will Levis, but do you all agree that he should be? Now, we know Tannehill's ankle is probably about the size of my dome right now, but who should be starting at court? Now, we did do a video earlier. I did say that if Will Levis does start and he scores a touchdown and we win, I literally will drink coffee with this nasty Hellman mayonnaise together. I will do that. Anything to try to get a win, bro. Any type of luck that we can get, man. So y'all let us know, man. Y'all let us know.
First of all, we got a super chat. We got Honky Kong. We got Honky Kong in the building. Good evening, gentlemen. Do y'all think Simmons could be gone? Glad y'all like the name. It's all love and fun. I've been watching the show since 2019. Hey, thank you, bro. Hey, we appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Appreciate it. You one of the OGs for real.
Absolutely. Honky Kong. Do-do-do-do. Boom. Honky Kong in the building once again. We appreciate it, Honky Kong. We got 60 people in the chat, by the way.
To answer your question, no. He just signed a good deal. I think you can continue to build around Simmons, and he's your veteran on your defense now that's been there for a while. So you're looking for him for lead, not just his play, but leadership in that locker room and in that defensive front. So for me, nah.
Facts, no paper, bro. Absolutely, he ain't going nowhere.
Hawk was at the game actually, and thank you, Shrek.
Yep, I was at the game.
Hawk was at
that's
the
when
game.
That's when I saw AJ Brown. Like, we got something. When I saw AJ, I said, we got something in AJ Brown. Absolutely.
Yep. So to answer your question, Levis, let's see, Mayo Man, AZ Mick, he says, okay, he's in the minority with Malik.
Okay.
Hold on. And AZ, put your reason why you think Malik should start. I'm just curious. Levis, no question. Levis.
Yep.
Levis. I think this is the sentiment around. So, Trilogy, let me ask you a question. Malik is awful. Should we just send him and let him go and get another backup quarterback? That's another question I want to pose right there. Because at that point, if you're going to clean house of John Robinson, you need to purge him and let him go too. Just saying. Just saying. We're going to start this thing over, get everything a stench of John Robinson up out the building. Let Malik go and get his – I still think he'll do good with Seattle. And there's a reason why I say this, because I feel like Pete Carroll develops mediocre quarterbacks and he turns them into okay quarterbacks. And I think he'll learn a lot from Pete Carroll and Seattle. So if I was his agent, I'll be on the phone with Seattle and be like, hey, take me to Seattle now. This doesn't fit him. I'm sorry. The state of Tennessee, it don't fit him, right? You from Liberty, bro. And I know you're from Atlanta, but it just don't fit you, bro. Is Will Levis he has the Nashville look, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? He looks like Nashville. So even Tannehill is healthy. Levis, I want Tannehill. I think he's done too. So you need to go ahead and get him up out of here. Malik had time to prepare with the bye week. Okay, that's fair. I mean, that's fair. I don't think Malik ever got a fair shot. Okay, Bryce. But you trade draft capital, move up to get Levis with the Will. Yep. And AZ, I agree. He's a rookie. What rookie is really ready, right? And that's what I said about Malik last year. Y'all know me. I'm rooting for Malik. He wasn't ready. So I treat rookies with the same respect. They rookies. I don't care if you play quarterback, lineman, anything. I've heard, and Hawk, you know people in the NFL, right? I know people that played in the NFL. They tell you that rookie season is no joke. They say the speed of the game is no joke. Like, it's no joke. Let's see. I'm getting a count here, Hawk. We'll okay. Are you an Atlanta Falcons fan? I'm gonna start.
Favorite Atlanta Falcon for me all time is Deion Sanders by far.
Yeah, Deion. Oh, most definitely.
Yeah,
Deion.
it's in middle school and high school.
And Jamal Anderson. I second is Jamal Anderson. I like Jamal Anderson too.
I was an Andre Rison fan too.
Andre Rison. Yep. Mm-hmm. Malik had time to practice during the bye week. So Jeremiah, you saying start Malik? Let me see. Rand didn't choose Malik, so he could be out. That's fair. Malik needs to go. He fumbles every time he touches the ball. Okay, that's fair. Do you think he needs to leave the NFL period and go to the USFL, or you think he should just be playing for? These are questions. I got legit questions. No reason to keep Malik. Way better quarterback options out there. Okay. Let's see. Malik needs a fair shot. Okay, so you're saying he needs to. Oh, gee. I'm not going there, G. We would never have a good quarterback as long as we don't have a good quarterback coach. Okay, Ed Champ, I'm gonna start this because I'm gonna come back to that. All right. He does. If you, Jay, have you been to Nashville? If you've been to Nashville, and Hawk, correct me if I'm wrong. Doesn't he look like, if Malik turns out to be this thing, he'll be the king of the city? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. He'll be the king of the city. Yeah. It's just he fits the criteria of Nashville. It's just something about Nashville, a young, vibrant city for young people. And I know his girlfriend left him, but it's plenty of, you'll have fun in Nashville, right?
Here's a question I have about Malik Willis.
You want to see Malik? Okay, it's split. It's I'm kind of shocked. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked because I thought I would see more Will, but I see some people in here that's talking about. Go ahead, Hawk. I want to hear what you got to say about Malik.
So do we think that Malik Willis? Now he was here last year and he's here this year. And I know a lot of times with quarterbacks, you got young quarterbacks even now, like rookies playing and things, and and things like that. They're kind of been thrown out there to play or whatever. But do you all feel like you've seen enough of Malik Willis to make the decision to say he can be our franchise quarterback or he can't? Just based on what you've seen.
You ready?
That's the question I want to know. Have we seen enough to be the franchise quarterback? Not as a backup, to say, he's going to be our franchise.
I'm going to judge it like this. I got bad respect for the Steelers because Kenny Pickett, I could have said the same thing about him, but they're giving him a shot, right?
Now, somebody's argument for Kenny Pickett is that he's a first-round pick.
That is true. That is true.
I'm just looking at like a counter argument.
That's true. That is true. I think it's too early. I haven't seen enough. I'll be honest with you. I've seen him in preseason, but he hasn't had a full season to say yay or nay, right? Usually you'll get a chance to see this and you'll see quarterbacks get that chance. Engraven, what's up, bro?
What's up, Engraven?
What's up, bro? And happening? I already know what you got these eyes for. You talking about the Derrick Henry thing. We know, bro.
Oh, man.
We know, bro. we know, bro. We know you on Derrick Henry watch. I get it. I get it.
It makes me throw up, man. It makes me throw up.
EC1, appreciate you watching the show, man. This is cool. We got some new people in here. Hey, thank y'all for watching the show. He says,
absolutely.
General Manager Harry Rose isn't done yet when it comes to potential trades. Said in a recent podcast, I've talked to tons of teams around the league. He's coming. Yeah. Hey, they coming. Hawk, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I haven't seen enough, and I don't trust the Titans organization enough to say that they can develop. I think only one person that I can say that had a chance to come in here and prove that he was the franchise quarterback was Marcus Mariota. He had a fair shot in Vince Young. Those two had a fair shot and they couldn't do it. Right now, if you want me to answer the question off the little stuff that I've seen, no. If you want me, and I'm just answering the question honestly. If I've seen the small size, no. But if I'm an analytical football mind like I am, and I know how football works, you need a full year to two to develop. They could have said the same thing about Josh Allen. He was a first-round pick, but how many first-round pick quarterbacks have been bust? Right? but they have 4 years or 2 or 3 years to at least show what they can do. So honestly, and Locker too, Jake Locker too. You're right. I forgot about Jake Locker. Great call out. Do you think so, Hawk? From the little sample size that you've seen, do you think he's the guy?
The guy is in the franchise quarterback.
Yes, sir.
That's the question, right?
Yep.
I don't. Not as a franchise quarterback. I think he can be an NFL quarterback. Again, you got to look at, say, practice. They're in practice, right? And Malik Willis was a starting quarterback in the preseason. And you would think logically that he would be the starting quarterback this game. So again, I don't know what's going on in practice. I know he has some disadvantages with the fact that Rand is the GM, and that's not the guy that drafted him. He drafted Will Levis. I get that. I understand that. I would say the games that I've seen Malik Willis play, again, there's so many players that are in situations that are not great. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of I spoke about even Joe Burrow, right? Even in Cincinnati. Cincinnati was trash when he played. But you see something, right? Josh Allen, you see something like, okay, he's got some talent. Look at CJ Stroud out there, right? The Houston Texans aren't that talented. They're okay. They're getting better. But again, these are first-round picks. That's an advantage that they do have. You have that as an advantage. But on some of the plays that I've seen him play, he's got a lot of work to do. You know what I'm saying? He has a lot of work to do to say, oh, he would absolutely has enough talent to be the definite franchise quarterback. He's got a lot more work to do. He does, in my opinion.
But unfortunately, I'm going to have to agree with Stanley on this. When are we going to realize that our coaching staff cannot develop quarterbacks? And I got to give you a hand clap on that, because I always go to leadership, right? They're rookies. You got to play to their strengths. That's why I got to give the Eagles credit. And y'all coach slips my mind all the time. Jalen Hurts is not a world beater, but you know what he did for Jalen Hurts, and I know this goes to the offensive coordinator, but it also goes for your coach. He trusts Jalen. He said, hey, Jalen, I'm going to play to your strengths. I got to give the Ravens credit. I got to give them credit, because Lamar Jackson, when they were scouting him coming out of college, he a wide receiver. We're going to transition him to wide receiver. But John Harbaugh said, you know what? I trust the process enough to say, hey, I'm going to utilize you. I'm going to play with your strengths. Do I got confidence that they can build up Will Levis? Hell no. I'm going to be straight 100 with you. And I know that's kind of a hard pill to swallow right now, but my confidence level with this coaching staff is so low that I'm like, whoever's out there, no. This is why you should have went on the outside and got an offensive coordinator that has some competence. Not knocking anything with Tim Kelly, but if I'm going to have a rookie quarterback that I know that has issues, I'm going to try to play to his strengths. Not saying Malik can be saved or redeemed or whatever. That's why I said if he needs to go to Seattle, not to be a starter, but to learn the game. You're trying to preserve your career. You're trying to be a career backup. Go learn the game. Don't do it here in Tennessee, because we don't pass the ball. We are a running team. Derrick Henry is the focal point of the team. So, Stanley, I agree 100%. I don't think that we have the capable coaching staff to develop these young players or quarterbacks at that. Will Levis, I hope the young man does great, but I just feel like they're going to put him in a situation where they're not going to play to his strengths. And then we're going to be saying the same thing. Oh, man, is he the franchise quarterback? He stinks. Well, I know the problem.
Yeah. That might be true. I agree with that. I do agree that we haven't had the coaches to develop quarterbacks. I totally agree with that. I do. Even, but then, okay, look at Ryan Tannehill, right? Tannehill, towards the end of his Miami Dolphins career, they let him go. They traded him for a 6th-round pick, right? Well, 4th-round pick. And he got there and played much better. So we understand that we don't have development. That is 100% correct. I do agree with that. What I'm saying is more for what you see as a player. It's just him making decisions. Every team is not going to have the greatest coaches. That's the NFL. Every team is going to have opportunities to coach better. You know what I'm saying? But the times you see players play, can you see that person being like, he can be our franchise? If we get the right coaching, he's got enough talent to be our franchise quarterback.
But that's the thing. If he has enough talent, yes. Do I trust the coaching staff to pull that talent out of him? I see what you're saying, the potential. Oh, he can throw downfield. He can run this way. He can do this. But do I trust the coaching staff to pull that out of him and say, hey, we're going to play to this strength? When I hear our head coach say, hey, as a receiver, I want you to block. No, he needs to go out there and catch, not block. What are you doing? If I know Will Levis has the ability to play off script and make plays when he's off script, I'm going to utilize that. I'm not going to say, hey, Will, go on the center and do this and do that. No. No, do your thing, bro. Go out there and try to win us the game. I don't care what you do. I don't care how you do it. Win us the game. That's how Josh Allen plays.
Gotcha. But so Malik, well, the question I'm asking, and I'm asking those out here as well, is Malik Willis a franchise quarterback? Because we're not looking for backup quarterbacks or long developing quarterbacks. Like I'm just asking, is he a franchise quarterback?
Hold on, we got super chat, Hulk.
Okay, go ahead.
Honky Kong says, if Art has a bad year in ATL, ATL and let's go. Y'all think we gonna get him back on our staff? Nah. I don't think so. I don't be nice, but nah.
I think Rand is there now. So Mike Vrabel and Arthur Smith kind of towards the end, their relationship was a little bit strained a little bit at the end. Yep. So Honky Kong, boom, Honky Kong in the building once again. Honky Kong, we appreciate it, man.
Right,
we appreciate it.
So, but to answer your question, no, Malik is not a franchise guy. He was a developmental guy. He's a guy that you have to take 2 to 3 years. Like Geno Smith. Geno Smith was a first-round pick, but Geno Smith was trash for a long time. I'm actually shocked at what he's doing in Seattle. I thought his career was dead in the water. That's why I'm saying he needs to go somewhere and learn the game behind a trusted quarterback that he can learn it. Remember, Tannehill said he wasn't going to mentor him. He said, I'm not going to mentor you. For what? So you already wasn't wanted here from the beginning. So in that place, just go ahead and cut your ties, man. That's why I say don't waste his time and don't waste our time. Cut him off. When you going in the offseason, clean it house. Get him out of here. Then go get you a backup quarterback that's competent or that you think that can back up Will Levis, and you just see what you got. That's why I met with it. That's why I met with it, bro. Shrey says, how do you feel about Arthur Smith as a play caller? He's an Atlanta Falcons fan, by the way. So thank you for watching the show, bro. We really appreciate that. As far as his strengths and weaknesses. So, Hawk, what do you think about Arthur Smith when he was with the Titans and now what you see from the Falcons? I don't know if he's calling plays, but what do you think?
I mean, Arthur Smith did an incredible job as a play caller. Here's how he got his head coaching job, with the Falcons. He utilized everyone's strengths to their ability. He had Khalif Raymond. He had, Derrick Henry. He had, A.J. Brown. He had everybody playing to their max ability. You know what I mean? And so when you look at the previous offensive coordinator and Matt LaFleur, Derrick Henry wasn't even on the field, right? So it's like, Arthur Smith puts him out there, and all of a sudden Derrick Henry might be going to the Hall of Fame because of that. So I say too is, I think Arthur Smith at the end against Cincinnati, I think that, he was interviewing. I don't think he was really focused at the end. You know what I mean? But, like I said, I just think that, he's plenty of strengths. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all got a good coach. Just because you're a good offensive, this is another thing too. Just because you're a good offensive coordinator, young offensive coordinator, that doesn't mean you're going to be a good head coach, man. That's a whole total different position. You know what I mean? So I don't really think he's a good offensive. I don't think he's a good head coach, to be honest with you.
I agree 100%. Like you said, he was the reason why we were able to get to that AFC championship. And like you said, maximizing talent. But I'm with you, bro. Like Arthur needs to get it together. He has the talent. I mean, Atlanta has a talented team. I mean, they got a real talented team. It's just, don't be variable. And shout out to the Houston Texans, man. They in here too, Hawk. We got everybody in here tonight.
We sure do, man. We got 68 people in the chat. Shout out, Houston.
Shout out to
Stroud
Houston.
Will own y'all.
Let me say this. Stroud is good. Matter of fact, Stroud's another one that shocked me. I got to throw my hands up. The Titans actually wanted Stroud.
Absolutely.
They wanted. That was their first choice. So that tells me Will Levis was the second pick, but they really wanted C.J. Stroud because they probably seen the talent. And if we would have got C.J., I wouldn't have been mad at all. I'd be like, okay, cool. We got C.J. Let's do what we can do. And Damian says
C.J. is good out there, man.
He balling,
he looks
bro.
good. He's balling.
You want to know something? Here we go. You ready for this? Hold your hair, Hawk, because you ain't even got none. But when I say this joker doing it with no offensive line, he's doing it with no offensive line. No offensive. Listen to what I'm saying. And we making excuses and our offensive line trash. Where does it go back to? Leadership.
Right.
Leadership.
But you see it in Stroud. Even the things around him ain't good. You see it. Like, okay, he's got some trash around him. That boy got talent, though. I can see in some things like, okay.
So that means Ryan Tannehill is trash because he can't do it with no offensive line.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, hopefully Will Levis can do the same thing. But
yeah, they say that remains to be seen. You know what I mean?
My expectations are low, man. I'll be honest with you. And Damon, I agree with this. Get him up out of here. Get him up out of here, bro. And I'm gonna be just straight 100. Get him up out of here. He got to go. Because if we're gonna waste his time, get him up out of here. I'm tired of talking about him. Get him up out of here, cut him loose, go out and get Drew Lock from the Broncos. Go out and get you a backup quarterback that can teach Will Levis. Somebody that can come in and teach him. Because Tannehill ain't doing it. What he doing? He ain't doing it. Somebody need to get in here and teach this boy.
Hey, Pokey Kong say you flamed me up on my hair, dude. You're right. Y'all right, though. You're right. You're right.
This says Levis ain't in. Now tell us, Mister, why Levis is not it. I mean, because this is a good conversation. I want to know, why do you think he's not it? Right? Have you seen him play? Right? Do y'all think we can develop quarterbacks because our offensive is stuck in the Stone Ages? Hulk, do you think we're stuck in the Stone Age, one? And two, do you think Tim Kelly, Mr. London, and them can develop these young quarterbacks to maximize their talent?
So here's a question I have about Tim Kelly. When Tim Kelly in Houston had Deshaun Watson, and now look at Deshaun Watson. He looks like me out there quarterback. But under Tim Kelly, Deshaun Watson was unbelievable, right? Now, do we give that all to Tim Kelly in developing him as far as developing quarterbacks? Now, we have him in Tennessee. Is that the same recipe? Sometimes, because one situation works somewhere, doesn't mean it's going to work somewhere else. So I can't say the players that we have now can develop our quarterbacks, because we haven't had that ever, really. You know, we hadn't really had that ever. You know what I mean? And we try to get guys in here and things like that. So until things change, we have to get people in here that can develop. We don't have it right now. So when you put people out there, you just hope and pray that they do all right. So no, we can't develop the quarterbacks right now. No. And are we stuck in the Stone Age? I really think it's just based on who you have. You know what I'm saying? If you have a Stone Age player as your best player, you got to play off that. You know what I'm saying? Anytime we try to be tricky and do all this stuff, we lose. So until things change, then we have to be in the Stone Age until we get better.
Okay. So, and I'm gonna get to Rossi's question. Yeah, let's get to Rossi's questions. Then I got another question.
What up,
Rossi said, what up, Rossi? What do you think the stat line is gonna be for Will Levis on Sunday?
I don't think
he's going above 5. You think he's going 500, man? 5 touchdowns? Come on, what you think, huh?
What makes y'all think that? You know, I don't think anyone is saying, "Oh, he's about to be a Hall of Famer," right? I think anything. I don't really think he'll get over 200 yards. I mean, 150 probably, maybe a touchdown and 2 interceptions. I don't think a great game. I don't think he's gonna have a great game. They're playing a really good defense. Be lucky to have 1 touchdown.
A touchdown. Yep. I don't even, because Tannehill can't even throw touchdowns under this offense. I asked Will Levis to do it against the receivers that we got. Stat line, I'll answer your question, Rossi. Stat line, I'll say maybe a $125 to $150. I expect him to throw an interception because the secondary is too good. And the preseason secondary he played is not like the regular season secondary. This secondary is fast. They're going to give him some false looks, right? And Arthur Smith knows they're not the Titans. The Titans defense will make a rookie look like John Elway. Other teams know how to prepare. They're like, okay, we ain't got no film on him, but we can make him look like a rookie. And you got good talented DBs, and Jesse Bates not going. So I think they got to be really, really careful how they utilize him throwing the ball. And when he throws the ball, yeah, he got an arm, but that thing floats a little bit. So if I've noticed that as a DB, I'm sitting there like, oh, it's floating. I'm ready to catch it. So I think about $150. I think he'll throw a pick. I think he'll do better running the ball. But his durability too. That's how he got hurt in the preseason. So I'm just hoping he preserves his body. So it's a lot of unknowns here. I know Goku says $174 with 2 touchdowns. Again, I hope which receivers you gonna throw it to. Because D-Hop ain't got a touchdown. Which receivers?
He ain't getting no touchdown. I think Nick Westbrook-Akina is the only.
He got 2.
I think
Nick Akina, he got 2.
I think maybe just 1.
I thought he had 2.
I'd have to go back and look.
I thought he had 2, Hawk.
You might be right. You might be right.
Okay. Mr. says so. He answered the question. Levis is
He's got two. He's got two, y'all.
Okay, that's what I thought.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Who else got? Tajay.
Josh Wiley. That's it.
Wiley. Okay. And Josh Wiley's not. I don't think he's playing. I think he's hurt.
No, concussion again.
Damn. Okay.
Yep.
Who else we got receivers that we can throw out there? Traylon Burks comes back.
Yep.
Well, you don't sound too excited. You don't think Traylon?
I'm not excited yet. They got Atlanta's defense. Their DBs will be ready. AJ Terrell will light his tail up. So you're right, Bryce Tubbs. He said we need that video live right after the game if we win. You damn right. You're right about that. I am. You know what I'm saying? I am.
Now, Hawk, are you just saying if Will Levis wins the game for us? Is that what you're gonna do, or just win the game? Period.
No, it's two things that have to happen. He has to throw a touchdown, and we gotta win. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. If we win, he don't throw no touchdowns. I'm not drinking that at all.
Man, that's gonna be trash,
if he don't play and we win, hey, I'm throwing this bottle in the trash. I don't even like mayonnaise.
Now remember, Hawk, we not young no more, so it's gonna take you about 4 to 5 days to recover, man. So
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna take just one sip, man. And if I throw up on the screen, I apologize.
Mr. Jones says let Malik loose running the ball. Again, you know his strengths. He ain't good at throwing the ball, but Doke, if you run him north-south, he can run the ball. Matter of fact, he can run him as a running back if you want to. We need to win. We need to win games, man. I don't know. AZ Mix says 3. He said 3 picks, no touchdowns.
Yeah.
I don't know. How we feel about Burks? How do you feel about Burks? Is he turning into a bust?
There's been rumors that teams are inquiring about Traylon Burks on a trade already, right? So when you think about the trade, AJ Brown, he's more than a bust. It's a train wreck, actually, right? When you think about it, really pisses me off, to be honest with you. But Burks has had knee issues, and I know that's been his issue. Not that he's not talented, and he's a big reason why right now him not playing us losing, because we need Traylon Burks. So. He's got a lot more to prove. He hadn't really done nothing right now. He's got a lot to prove.
So somebody said earlier in the show, they said, matter of fact, I think I still have it. Hold on. Said Titans Fox. I think it was Titans Fox who said it. If I can pull you up real quick, and then Bryce, I'll come back to you. He says it's amazing how many former Titans are balling these days on other teams and players and coaches. Again, it is strange. It's very strange. AJ Brown leads the league, or if he's second, he might lead the league in receiving. And they're using him in the right way. Remember back in the day, Hawk, I said AJ is a type that you can just throw the ball down there and he can just catch it. Only thing you got to do is throw it down there. I seen it. You seen it when he was emerging. I'm like, dude, just throw the damn ball.
Throw the ball to him. It's not that complicated. Just throw it to him.
Just throw the damn ball.
The Cincinnati game. Just get the ball to AJ Brown. You can throw him AJ.
Don't give me PTSD, bro.
You can throw a hit to AJ Brown. Okay, I have a question for y'all. Jacques, can I keep going, Jacques? Keep going.
No, go ahead. Go. You just gave me PTSD. Just pissed me off. Go ahead.
I got you, man. So y'all, I actually have friends, frat brothers and everything.
Oh yeah, okay.
That actually thinks that DeAndre Hopkins. Now, shout out to D-Hop. D-Hop is Hall of Famer one day. They don't feel it would be a big difference between D-Hop in our offense now and AJ Brown. They don't feel like, because I was like, D-Hop could have 100 catches and probably 4 touchdowns. AJ Brown could have 70 catches and 12 touchdowns. That, to me, that's a humongous difference. But they feel as if on this offense, it's not that much of a difference if AJ Brown was here versus D-Hop. I completely disagree. And I also said we probably would have won 1 or 2 more games. Then it's a difference of salary. I have some folks that have debated me on this to say you pay AJ Brown $24-25 million, you pay D-Hop $13 million. That big difference is not that big of a difference when you talk about production. I said you is a damn lie. I'd rather have AJ Brown, a younger player, and things like that. Again, I'm not dissing D-Hop at all, but AJ Brown was my son's favorite player, and AJ Brown was unbelievable here.
You 100% correct, and I know who said it, but. Again, no, AJ Brown. Matter of fact, AJ Brown won us a game when he was here when we was playing the Colts, and he caught that touchdown. And when he caught that touchdown, I think that was one of the only touchdowns that were caught that game, and that's why we won that game. He has won games for us. It's just by circumstance you're dealing with the quarterback situation, which we never I think we should have admitted it early. Tannehill started looking like the Dolphins Tannehill, right?
Yep.
And when you took AJ away, it really showed. You said, "Hey, Traylon, we want you to do." Now, Traylon, let me say this about Traylon. Like you said, there's a team that wants, I think it was Green Bay, that wants Traylon Burks because they probably know how to use him. Again, this is going back to what I'm saying, how I think Tim Kelly would have used, well, Arthur Smith used him good. That's when we had Todd Downing, and I still didn't. That's when Todd Downing was like trash. But I think Tim Kelly would have used them right? In my opinion. He would have used them right. But I would take A.J. Brown over D-Hop any day. You can have them both on the same team. I don't mind that. But if I got to choose the two, no, give me A.J. Brown. He's proven. He can take a 20-yard catch, a 5-yard catch and turn it into a touchdown.
Yep. That's right.
Bro. No. Bryce, so answer Bryce's question. I told you I was going to come back to you, Bryce. Out of Traylon Burks, do y'all think he can still live up to the first-round selection? Do you think he can – let me say this. Let me ask this. And Bryce, I'm going to add to your question. Do you think he can live up to his first-round selection here in Tennessee, or do you think he'll do it somewhere else? I don't think he's going to be here much longer.
No, I don't think – I mean, I hate talking bad about players. Like, I don't want, folks think I just think he's just trash or, I don't think he can. I think that's a big statement to be a first-round wide receiver. When A.J. Brown was a second-round wide receiver, you have receivers third and fourth round, you're a first-round pick. That's a stigma that's within your entire career. For him to live up to that, he's got a lot to do. He's got a lot to take care of. So I'd say right now, the way he's trending, no.
Okay. I think he'll do it somewhere else. I think the offense just doesn't fit him. Again, and he's injured all the time. But you know what's funny? AJ stayed injured here, but then he goes to Philly. He's healthy.
Exactly. Ain't that crazy? And I've been to Philadelphia. Hey, the water ain't no different. And maybe that might not even be as well. Nashville water is not good at all. Memphis has the best water, as crazy it is. I don't know what's going on in Philly's water. Hey, he been healthy, like you said.
But it's the program. I'm telling you, it's a point that why I keep saying this stuff. At this point, we know we don't have the talent at this point. But when I look at the program, bro, in the program for 4 years, we've been having players get injured, and now Bud Dupree is healthy in Atlanta. How is Bud Dupree healthy in Atlanta? And he was barely healthy here.
Facts.
It's the program.
Davion Clowney
leadership.
Yep.
It's your leadership. And I'm gonna keep saying leadership because I'm gonna keep
strength and conditioning. And strength and conditioning coach. Okay, so Jacques. So I hear you saying a lot about leadership.
I am.
I hear.
John Smith too. Somebody said the same thing with John Smith.
Yeah, that's right, John Smith. Yeah,
keep going,
John Smith for sure.
Keep going.
All
Go ahead, ask me.
So those in the comment section, the way that Mike Vrabel is trending right now at the end of the year, we're talking about leadership. If things don't turn around, I'm not saying we're not. I don't think we're a playoff team. The season, we're not going to make the playoffs. Knowing we're not going to make the playoffs and then going into 2024, should Mike Vrabel be our head coach?
He's going to be our head coach, okay? He's going to be our head coach.
But should he? Keisha, you're right. Memphis does have the best water. That's a fact.
Should he be our head coach?
Should he be our head coach? That's how it's on the training staff. We flamed up the training staff last year, man, because 2 or 3 years in a row we talked so bad about them jokes.
But it's also on the players too to keep your body.
It is. No, agreed. No, I agree. I'm putting Mike Vrabel in the same mix. I'm just saying I just don't want us to forget about the training staff. You're right.
Let me say this about Vrabel. And I told you my thing about Vrabel. I was going to give him 2 years, right? And I've seen Vrabel have a talented team, take us to where we need to go. I've seen it. I've seen Vrabel put us in situations like, why would you do that, right? I've seen him be stubborn. Should he be our coach next year? Yes, because if you fire him, you're going to put everything in flux. Is he Rand Carthine's guy? No, right? But he has Amy Adams-Strunks that has his back. I've never seen a coach stay and a GM get fired, right? Okay. Now I got to question Amy Adams-Strunks too, because I'm going to say this. When A.J. Brown got traded, Amy, you could have vetoed that because if your daddy was here, he would have vetoed the hell out of that. Your daddy was with it. He was with it. I miss Bud Adams. Bud Adams made calls and he made shots. Not saying Amy can't do it, but that should have been a stop, right? Hold on. Standing with the $2 super chat. He said, yes, we do have good faucet water in the end.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Stanley. Yes, sir. Hey, Stanley Wilson. Do-do-do-do.
Boom.
Stanley Wilson in the building.
And Rossi, this is what I was about to get to. The Titans have 99, almost 9. They'll have $100 million next year with all the extra money coming. Let Vrabel, and I'm going to tell you this, let Vrabel build his team out. Okay? And if by next year of 2024, if we're not trending to go to the playoffs, then you need to start questioning, we need a new coach. At that point, he got to go because we need a new fresh start to get in this new stadium. We got a new stadium coming, and you can't bring the old stench in. Rand Carthon, that's not his guy, right? But that's Amy Adams-Strunk's boy. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to let you, I got money to spend. I'm going to let you play the cards. Matter of fact, if I was Rand, I'll go ahead, Vrabel, do your thing. Go ahead and cook. Because the league is trending in a way to where defensive coaches are not the thing no more, bro. And I know a lot of people don't like to hear that, but they're not the thing. No, they're poaching from college, where these young college-minded coaches, these Mike McDaniel types, and I'm not saying that they can be successful, but the league is looking and trending. I do data. I'm into data, okay? And I look at trends. It's my job. And when I'm looking at these trends, I'm like, okay, hey, there's a trend. Why is the league going this way and we're going this way? Oh, there's a reason. There's a reason. But I'm going to say, if Vrabel puts his ego aside and he does something about it, I think we can be successful. But Vrabel's not going to put his ego aside. Vrabel likes to have people around him that he can elevate and get to the next level. Thanks. Tim Kelly, now I'm going to say this. If Tim Kelly was a great offensive coordinator, he would have had a head coaching job when he was with the Texans. Okay? Why hasn't he had a head coaching job or anything? Right? That's my point. So, no, Vrabel should not go next year because it's going to throw this thing in flux. Right. But, Hawk, when you build this team out, 2024 come around, and if we're not trending to go to the playoffs, we need changes ASAP. That's just me. Yeah. 2025, if we make the playoffs, cool, but I want a Super Bowl. I'm tired of making the playoffs and losing in the playoffs. Rand Carthon promised a Super Bowl. I want a Super Bowl.
I got you. Okay. All right. Well, I totally agree. And I've said that for the longest time myself too. You keep Vrabel this year, the rest of the year, actually. You know what I'm saying? You give him an opportunity to see what happens once things tank, right? We want to see, we want to see what he does in this situation. And the fact that the John Robinson era is over and players are starting to kind of wean away, then you go into next year and see what he can do next year with more money, more opportunities to get more talent in here. We're adding more draft picks with these trades. So next year should look completely different than this year. We should be better next year. I'm not saying a Super Bowl team, maybe a playoff team. We should be better. And if we are trending that way, yes. Early in the season next year, if we see a decline, Mike Vrabel needs to be on the hot seat. Some people have already have Mike Vrabel on the hot seat already. Like when you look at ESPN. You know what I'm saying? And then let me tell you what's so interesting too. You know, when you think of Mike Vrabel, you think of a tough, hard-nosed coach, right? Right? So you would think that's the players you would bring in, but it's a whole new generation, a whole new situation. And, and so if that doesn't work next year, you got to go a whole different direction with the new stadium. So Vrabel has about a year and a half to get it right.
Yep, he does. Yep. G with the $4.99. Thank you, G. Man, you bringing in paper today. He says, Titans Launder Farm players. Build around none. No vets, no legacy players, coaches, no franchise players, no sense of loyalty, brand, or base. Now, I'm going to tell you about G, and this is my guy. G, how long did you stay there in Tennessee? I think it was like 3 to 4 years. He came, he learned the culture. He was he watched the Titans. He's a diehard Eagles fan. But I always go to get his perspective because I want to hear outside perspective of what you think of our team. I do engraving like that. I do a lot of people like that because I want to see what the outside is saying. In the inside, we know what we going to say, right? We know that for a fact. So to get this perspective, it's a unique perspective. Again, y'all have a successful franchise. Y'all been to a Super Bowl, bro. I got to give y'all credit. I think y'all won a Super Bowl. Yeah, I did with Carson Wentz. Right. They did. Right. They did. And Titans and Truth, shout out to Titans and Truth, bro, if you're watching the show. Titans and Truth has a bug up his about Vrabel. And his points, if y'all haven't watched one of his shows, man, go watch his shows because even listening to his particular show he did. I think, Truth, you did this show about a couple of days ago. And his point was, he was like, look at Jacksonville. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to hear about Jacksonville, but look at Jacksonville, Hawk. Jacksonville has been trash for so long. But not something they take back. They were good when they went to the AFC Championship with Jalen and them, right? And they've always had these number 1 picks, number 2 picks. So you expect to be good. But it was 2 years ago when I don't think they had the number 1 pick. They picked, no, that was 2 years ago. They picked number 1 or whatnot. Got Trevor Lawrence, did your thing. You got your franchise quarterback. Now we got a coach in Urban Meyer who's out here playing lap dance in the bars and acting stupid and just being dumb. I didn't expect them. Well, I expected them to do, but I didn't expect them to go out and get Doug Peterson. Shout out to Doug Peterson because he's elevated this team. I didn't expect Christian Kirk. I owe an apology to Christian Kirk, okay? Because I didn't think he was going to do what he's been doing. And he's been showing out. I'm landing out apologies left and right. The Jacksonville Jaguars, I can't stand them. They doing something right. They look at
with Jacksonville, shout out to G Rivers again, by the way, man. G Rivers.
Boom.
G Rivers in the building. The advantage that Jacksonville has had over us is they've been terrible for so long. You eventually, when you get draft picks, it turns for you. When you have the first pick of the draft 2 years in a row, top 5 picks 2 years in a row. This is right after they lost in the AFC Championship. That's why the draft is so important. And I've been saying for so long about the Titans. What we're feeling now, I'm not surprised. This is not surprising news to me because for so many years, the Titans have sucked in the draft. And I said, we're smiling now because we're winning. Mm-hmm. Everything all week going to do this, and as years go on, we're going to, hey.
No paper. I remember you said,
hey, we got to slow our roll because at the end of the day, we have an Isaiah Wilson that never even played in an NFL snap, right? You got players like Dylan Radins, who, second round pick. He's not can't even see the field. You got you got your top 3 picks are not even on the field. Oh. Caleb Farley's not even on the field.
Can I tell him the story, Hawk, after you're done? I'm gonna tell him the story after you're done. Go ahead, keep going.
Okay. So those things play a factor as to why we're struggling right now. So to me, John Robinson is the main reason. That's why he got fired on the spot after A.J. Brown lit us up in Philadelphia. That's a sign there. And for him to get fired mid-season is even weird. Like some people could even chastise A.B. Adams-Strunk on that. Why'd you let him go so fast just like that? So our draft has been a huge issue where Jacksonville draft players, their pick, except Trayvon Walker's been okay. But most of the Travis Etienne, Trevor Lawrence, those guys are starting to pick it up. That's why they're winning.
So the funny story is when the Isaiah Wilson draft, do you guys know who was he 2 picks before us, Hawk? And we was on the phone, he was talking, he was like, man, we need to get Justin Jefferson. We need to get Justin Jefferson. You kept saying we need to get Justin Jefferson. We need to get Justin Jefferson. We need to get Justin Jefferson. I'm like, man, you damn right we need to get Justin Jefferson. Let's just trade up and get him. You got freaking Isaiah Wilson.
Yeah.
Now again, and I think you in that draft, you had us drafting Justin Jefferson, I want to say.
I did. Of course. Did. Yep. I talked about Justin Jefferson for 3 shows before the draft show. I said, man, we better get Justin. We need a receiver. We better draft this joker. Mm-hmm. And we had a legitimate opportunity and it didn't happen. So
what you asked, how long you think before we'll get good? Man, it's going to take you. Let me say this. With all the money that you have next year, you can bring in the pieces, right? The young pieces, because they want to get younger. That's their whole goal is to get younger. It's how you do it. And to me, it's a wait and see. We gonna see. I just don't know. We can be trash for 5 years. We can be trash for 6 years. We can probably be good. I'm not gonna say next year, but maybe, right? But like you said, Hawk, the draft is important. How many people in this draft that we got playing now? This draft we just got. Or even we go back to last year's draft. How many people in last year's draft is starting right now?
You talking about like the Peter Skoronski draft or the draft before
the last one. The
2021 draft?
2022. The Roger McCreary.
The Roger McCreary draft, the Nicholas Petit-Ferrer.
Yes, okay. So Nicholas Petit, Roger McCreary. Mm-hmm. Damn, Hawk. Nicholas Petit, Roger McCreary.
Yep. Got me thinking right now. I've been so into the draft. So we got those players. Let's see.
Help us out,
Traylon Burks was our first round pick. Okay, so let's go down the list. Traylon Burks.
Yeah, Traylon.
Roger. Okay, so let's look. Okay,
you got it up?
We're gonna count. Out of there was 9 players.
Okay.
We're gonna count those that are playing good, whatever. All right, Traylon Burks at the first round.
Nah.
Roger McCray in the second round. Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Good. Nicholas Petit-Frere in the third round. Yeah.
You think so? Yeah. He's
for a third round. He's got a lot.
Left tackle.
Skoronsky should be the left tackle. You drafted him 11 this past year. EPS should be the right tackle. That's how it should be based on that. But that's another story.
I agree.
All right. Malik Willis in the third round.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Not right now. He's got work to do. Hassan Haskins in the fourth.
Hell no.
No. Chig in the fourth. Okay, but he's got work to do.
Up. Yep, he got to step up.
Kyle Phillips. He should right now, the way he's playing, he shouldn't be in the NFL.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Kyle. Yeah, Kyle tripping. And shout out to Titans Rossi, because Rossi said that your boy should be starting. What's his name? The kid from Berry Hill. Yes, he needs to be back there catching punts. At least he can catch him. Kearis
Jackson, who was undrafted, is our guy there. But to your point, Kyle Phillips shouldn't be in the league. All right. Theo Jackson was a 6th round pick. Now Theo's doing pretty well with the team. Yeah, he plays for the Vikings. And he's doing pretty well with the Minnesota Vikings.
No, stop lying.
Yeah, I'm dead upset. He starts for the Vikings. He's their starting safety for the Vikings. Yep. Mm-hmm. And then Chance Campbell, he's no longer in the league. So that draft was right?
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Right?
What about this draft? Peter Skoronsky started.
I feel like this draft is better than the year before, but they to me still got work to do, man. I know they're rookies, but I guess that's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at, like, you don't have to be the greatest as a rookie. I'm not even your second year, but it's like, do you have potential to get there? Okay, so you got Peter Skoronsky, who was drafted. He was a left tackle, and he's playing guard. Right?
I know how you feel about that. Keep going.
He's a guard.
Keep going.
All right, then you got Will Levis in round 2. Still, the verdict's still out on him. We don't know yet. Right now, I say a no. Right now, he's a no, because you couldn't start over Malik Willis. Let's just be honest. You couldn't start. You're a second round pick. You know what I'm saying? Tajay Spears, great, incredible.
Third round pick. That's my guy.
Yep, that you had us to draft. That's correct. Yep. Josh White in the 5th round. He still got work to do.
Yes, he does. Yeah.
Jalen Duncan, 6th round.
Yeah, I don't know. He still hurt?
Off and on.
Okay.
Colton Dowell, 7th round.
Oh, hell no. Don't even talk about him. Don't even bring him up, Hall. Yeah. He ain't even doing nothing.
So this draft is so-so. You see what I'm saying? We're not having players that's making an impact. That's a problem. So next year, we have to trade players to get more picks. You know what I'm saying? So
we stuck in the same hole again.
We'll have a few more questions to go, y'all. I know it's getting late.
And thank you for your comment, man. We really appreciate that. He says, thanks for taking my question. That's what we try to do, man. We try to answer much questions. We listen to everybody's opinions, because everybody's opinion matter, man. Everybody, you get your voice heard over here. Let me just say that. You're going to get your voice heard. Jalen Carter Cole, man. Yeah, that's another thing that the Eagles know how to do. They draft with common sense. You ever heard of drafting with common sense? The Eagles do it. The Steelers do it. The Ravens do it. Yep, give me another team, Hawk.
The Cowboys do it. The Cowboys draft well.
Mm-hmm. They draft with common sense. Common sense will tell me if I got my draft board. If I'm playing Madden, if I got my draft board and I've got you ranked from 1 to 10, but you are at least a star player. I'm like, okay, well, best available, I'm drafting you. I might not need that in this particular time, but I know eventually you're gonna pan out somehow, some way. That's common sense. I think me and you draft like that. We like, it's common sense. Common sense. Yeah. Common sense will tell you to get him.
Yep.
Like Tyreek Wood. Was it Tyreek Woodland I had us drafting?
You did.
That boy is cold.
Yeah, he is, man.
I'm so sick. They need to hire us.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be with it. Hire me today. I'm with it.
I'm tired of this, man. Hire the whole Titans YouTube. Give us a job. We'll get this team to the Super Bowl. Max, the boy says, what position do y'all think we should draft in the first round? Great question. What
you ready
think,
for my answer?
Talk to me, Hulk.
BPA.
There you go. Common sense. There you go.
That's the position. BPA. Do y'all know what that means, right? If you don't, figure it out.
Yep.
BPA.
Yep. If I see, give me somebody, Hulk, that's in the draft right now.
Drake May, anybody.
If I see Drake May, man, I might draft him. Fucking draft him. Why not?
Especially the more picks we get. If we get more picks,
bro,
BPA.
Come on now. You can't. I look at San Francisco. San Francisco is a perfect example of drafting. Almost drafting for like, hey, we just gonna draft him to be drafting him. We're gonna draft him. We're gonna draft him. We're gonna draft him. Look where it's got him. It's almost like playing shuffle cards. And you're like, I'm just gonna pick a card. Pick a card. But the Titans just they think too much into it. I'm with you. Best player available. I'm 100%. If it makes sense, draft him. Draft him. Take him. Don't think about it too much. Draft him. If it's a linebacker, a cold linebacker, draft him. A DB. Oh, you know how I've been clampering for a shutdown corner since we ever started this channel. You better go out and get you one. Well, you ever seen that? Ever seen that TikTok? You better get you a chicken. You better come down here and get you a chicken salad. You better get you a DB.
Yep.
You better get you
Jones.
There
Best
you go.
Player available.
There you go, Mr. Jones. There you go. Best player available. There you go. I mean, stop playing. Like even the Titans family knows they got common sense. Everybody got common sense. Just use your common sense. But the front office, and they sitting there waving at us. You remember that? They were waving at us in hey, no.
Yeah.
No. That's not cool. That's not cool.
Yeah. That's right. That's right.
Nope.
And I'll tell you, man, hey, at the end of the day, I need to see Rand in the kitchen throwing, cooking up, chopping up, putting some salt, some or oregano, some mayo, I'm with you. Water, throw everything in the pot, bro, and get the chopping because the trades that we have, I still feel a certain way about the Byard trade as far as what we got back for Byard. I know we're trying to get safeties to sort of alleviate maybe that thought, but we need picks. We got picks. Let's keep getting them. We got money. He's in a prime position next year to turn this thing around. And quickly. So Rand, good luck to you. Hey, do your thing, bro. Bring some of that San Francisco fire that you had there. Bring it here. It's on you, bro. Do your thing, bro.
Yep. Oh, we get the you know what works for us.
Mr. Jones comment about Tart.
Yep. Mr. Jones, you cooking. You cooking.
Mr. Jones, can I tell you something real quick? I do think it's no question Tart is unbelievable. Tart's going to get paid next year, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think he'll be here next year. We'll have to pay him a lot of money. And somebody's going to sign him because when T.R. Tart's in the field, we're a top 3 run defense in the league. He's always been like that. An undrafted guy at that too. He does make things better for Jeffrey Simmons and everybody around him. When he's there, he takes up 2 or 3 linemen. Everybody just one-on-one, let's go, right? Jeffrey Simmons does need to step up even when T.R. Tart's not there because he's not going to always be there, right? Jeff's got to step up. He's not more valuable than Big Jeff as a player, but in the run game, he's as valuable as Big Jeff for sure.
Right. Nope, big facts. And Max, hey, Cam Kitchens out of Miami, I'm gonna check him out because we need a safety. Now that's another thing that's on our board that we need.
That's right.
I don't think I had us. Did I? No, I talked about Devon.
We talked
about him. We talked, and he went number 5.
He went 5.
Dude, cold, man. When I seen him at Syracuse, I said no. No. You don't get no height like that, and you think you're not gonna be tricked. That's why, again, shout out to Bryce for that from the kid from Oregon, man. Dude is a beast, man. Kyrie Jackson is a beast.
Yeah.
Let's see if Rand does his homework. Like you said, he better be in there cooking gumbo, natural hot chicken. Like you said, putting mayo in coffee. What else? Some of that Hawks good seafood. Let me let me see. Some fit. You better be in that, man, because if you don't,
that's right, bro.
And you better trade him to the right team. That's another down. That's
now this guy here I've seen now. Okay. That boy Coleman is unbelievable at Florida State, the receiver. Number 4.
Yes. He's cold too, bro.
He's cold. He played at Michigan State too.
Bro.
He you got Marvin Harrison is the best receiver. And even Neighbors from LSU is really good.
Yes. Yep.
I would probably go Coleman before Neighbors.
Bro,
Coleman is unbelievable. And Coleman would be available for us to get drafted.
Yes, and he got speed, he got size.
Yes, he does.
He can catch. He's a hands catcher.
He's 6'5". He's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah.
I seen it, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, Hawk, you cooking? Yep. Jay, you cooking? No. That you talking about if you want to shift our team and you want to make it to where we trended, get people like that.
That's right.
Get you some playmakers. We need some dogs. Right. We had them.
That's right.
And imagine this, and then we can ball up out of here, Hawk. Guys and ladies, think about this. Look at how many Titans players are spread around the league and on these teams and that are producing. At one point in time, we had all these players on our team. From A.J. Brown to Julio Jones to David Long to, like you said, the guy, the kid from Minnesota that's starting at safety. Give me another. It's so many Titans players out there that's producing. And at one point in time, we had all these guys on our team.
Yep.
That's something else, man.
Yep.
That's something
else. Let me stir a little controversy before we end the show. I got to reading this yesterday in depth and even looked at it again. All right. You see this, right?
Yeah.
That's Kevin Byard.
Yeah.
He shot out John Robinson, Amy Adams Strunk, Mike Mularkey, Mike Vrabel, and Titans fans. Who did he not bring
Rand
up?
Carthon.
He did not say anything about Rand, bro.
Rand Carthon.
I don't know if that's anything into that, y'all. I don't know. But I thought that was interesting. I was like, I got to bring that up on the show.
Hawk, I peeped that too. And that tells me, first of all, that's kind of disrespectful because KB has been your most reliable, most talented player and best DB that we've had in this organization. I'm going to say it. He is the best DB we've had. I don't care. Samara Rowe, KB up here, man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
And to ask him to take a pay cut, which his money is well-deserved, and you didn't go to anybody, you could have told Tannehill to take a pay cut. He's the one that lost you the playoff games. It wasn't Kevin Byard. So I'm with you, man. I think that one hurt really deep. That hurt with me because, again, he's a good dude. He's done a lot. Him and his wife has done a lot of stuff for the community. They're well known in the community, and just to take that away, it sucks. It really, really sucks. And I know he did his press conference today with Philly, and I was looking at him. I said, he's cool, but you can tell Tennessee's always going to be in his heart.
Right.
And yeah, I'll win a Super Bowl with Philly. It's just like AJ Brown. I mean, you can tell me with this Hawk. I feel like AJ didn't want to leave here. He didn't want to leave here.
He didn't want to leave here. No.
That
was all John Robinson. That was Robinson.
Yeah, he didn't want to leave here. He still comes here.
Right.
He still comes here back and forth.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
So that really hurt, man. That one, it didn't shock me because I seen it right on the wall when he told him to take a pay cut. But it's still not fair, man. I know it's a business. I get it.
Yep. So,
but that's a big F you to Rand, in my opinion.
Yeah. It is interesting. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, hey, we appreciate everybody rocking with us tonight, man. It was a whole lot to cover tonight. A lot going on. There's gonna be more coming too. You know what I'm saying? For sure. I want to just say, shout out to everybody that stayed here with us. Man, hey, we're putting in work out there. We're enjoying every single minute of it, man. Hey, we got an audio podcast that was just out not too long ago, Talking Titans with the homies. Y'all can check that out as well on Apple and Spotify. Shout out to Juggernaut and Mark the Skeptic. So Jacques and I just recently, again, we are with Bleacher Report. So, this has been a big blessing for us. We've enjoyed this as well too. I mean, we've had so many people that tune in. One time we had 5,500 people watching us at one time. I was like, man, that's incredible. So we're going to continue. They're going to continue to have us on for the majority of the season. So again, y'all can check us out post game. Probably be more on Mondays than Sundays, but check us out. We'll post a link and things. But we out here on these internet streets. You can check us out on Tennessee Titans Weekly on Instagram. You can check us out on Twitter at Titans Weekly 24/7, Apple and Spotify. Hey, Jacques, we out here, bro. We outside, bro.
Yes, sir. Also, man, we are not leaving YouTube. So I know some other people asked that before, but no, we're always going to be here.
Absolutely.
And I know some people don't like the Bleacher Report thing, but like Hawk said, that's an opportunity that we couldn't pass up and getting more opportunities. So it's pretty cool. And we just appreciate y'all staying up with us, man. I know we got people on the East Coast. It's 12 o'clock there. We got people on the West Coast. We got people out the country. We got people everywhere. So we appreciate the Titans family and appreciate new faces, because I've seen some new faces in here. And not even Titans fans. So we talk football too, man. So definitely appreciate y'all. Thank you for the super chats. And just thank y'all, man. We really appreciate it, because if it wasn't for y'all, we wouldn't be here. So take us home, man.
That's right, man. That's right. Well, hey, we hope you all have a great rest of your day and great rest of your weekend as well. Hopefully the Titans can pull a victory, man, out of the hat. You know what I mean? And Jacques, like I say, I know it's crazy. Not that I'm, again, we'll see who's gonna start, but I will do this, Jacques. I will, man. If he scores a touchdown and we win,
you can have that, bro.
So I've had people to put on the chat in YouTube. They was like, man, I might do that too. And I said, okay, well, if y'all do that, you gotta let us know video. Maybe have y'all email it. We'll put it on the show.
And know where it started. It started on Tennessee Titans Weekly. Remember
that's
that.
A fact, sir.
Started it. Just remember
right. I said that weeks ago too. That's right. That's right. If you see people doing that, they got that from us. 100%.
Give us our flowers. Give Hawk his flowers. So.
Absolutely. So, well, folks, as we always say and as we always do, y'all, facts.
No paper.